Hi everybody, welcome to Jin's Wall Street News. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the unemployment rate fell from 4.2% in November to 4.1% in December. In addition, total non-farm payroll employment increased by 256,000 in December, much higher than expectations of a 155,000 gain. According to the National Foundation of Independent Business, the NFIB Small Business Optimism Index rose from 101.7 in November to 105.1 in December. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported Tuesday that the Producer Price Index for final demand increased 0.2% in December, below expectations of 0.4%. 10-year Treasury yield is hovering around 4.78% as investors are waiting for CPI data scheduled to be released on Wednesday. For the U.S. stocks, S&P 500 rose 0.11%, while the Nasdaq Composite fell 0.23% Tuesday. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported Friday that the unemployment rate fell from 4.2% in November to 4.1% in December, and the labor force participation rate was unchanged at 62.5%. According to the establishment survey data, total non-farm payroll employment increased by 256,000 in December, much higher than market expectations of a 155,000 gain. Retail trade added 43.4 thousand jobs in December after a loss of 29.2 thousand jobs in November. But 13,000 jobs were lost in manufacturing in December after a gain of 25,000 jobs in November. According to the National Foundation of Independent Business, the NFIB Small Business Optimism Index rose from 101.7 in November to 105.1 in December. The NFIB chief economist Bill Dunkelberg said, quote, "Optimism on Main Street continues to grow with the improved economic outlook following the election. Expectations for economic growth, lower inflation, and positive business conditions have increased in anticipation of pro-business policies and legislation in the new year," unquote. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported Tuesday that the Producer Price Index for final demand increased 0.2% in December, below expectations of 0.4%, up 3.3% on a yearly basis. The index for final demand goods rose 0.6% in December. The BLS said, quote, "The index for gasoline advanced 9.7%. Conversely, the index for fresh and dry vegetable declined 14.7%, unquote. The index for final demand services was unchanged in December. The BLS added, quote, "Prices for transportation of passengers jumped 7.2%. In contrast, prices for travel accommodation services fell 6.9%. Nick Timirovs, the chief economics correspondent for the Wall Street Journal, posted on X, quote, While the PPI was below expectations on Tuesday, some components from the PPI that feed into the PCE were firm in December, namely a big increase in domestic airfares. 10-year Treasury yield has jumped to 4.79% last Friday after the stronger than expected job growth was reported. Then it fell as the producer price index increased 0.2% in December, lower than expected, but it soon moved up as investors expect core PCE price index to be slightly higher than their earlier estimates based on some components from the PPI data that feed into the PCE price index. Now, investors are waiting for the consumer price index, scheduled to be released at 8:30 a.m. Wednesday. For the US stocks, S&P 500 rose 0.11% and the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 0.52%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq fell 0.23% Tuesday. Big tech stocks performed poorly Tuesday. Shares of Meta lost 2.31%, Tesla stock fell 1.72%. Shares of Nvidia dropped 1.1%, while most of the US chip stocks rose as the NFIB Small Business Optimism Index advanced 2 months in a row. Okay, this is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.